This, please.
You don't know.
Khalil Robinson. What we have is not a motion to revoke probation, not a first amended, but a second amended. And we're looking at 11 different allegations of wrongdoing. Let's see. First MTRP, first amended.
We said
There was a plea through to allegations 2 and 5. That was 24, November 24. We just continued
as you know.
probation. And now there's, well, a year ago, a second amended motion was filed, which is too long, obviously.
Yeah,
and which alleged failing to complete the JCDI urine sample showed presence of synthetic marijuana. You're kidding me. And failing to submit to drug screening. Okay. Two things. Why has this been languishing so long? I mean, I know I'm aggressive on this stuff.
We came.
What are we doing about it?
Yes, we came. Was it a month ago? We were here 2 months ago.
I know, but this is.
We've been here several times on this, and
well, what's being done to dispose of it?
Well,
which is what we do.
He's been working with probation. I believe that sample was for February of last year. It's the synthetic marijuana. But Mr. Robinson has been working with his probation officer to make sure he has completed or whatever is needed to be completed. And we've come to that point, Your Honor, where
well, that's just one thing. There's the JCDI. Let's say failed to enter and successfully complete that. Has that been done? Or what's wrong with that?
Right. So it's my understanding that there was a class. He had rescheduled it, but then they told him he couldn't, and then they.
Failure's not an excuse. Failure's not an excuse. I mean, he's been on probation for how long now?
10 years.
10 years. A decade. And we're still we've got 11 violations piled up here over time and a second amended, and we're still parsing around with it. But this is JCDI thing. You should never, ever, ever show up with a drug in your system on my watch. Oh, for this offense, come on. And for the issues that we deal with, amid the offense of illegal possession of a controlled substance, I can't even pronounce that drug. And then a urine sample which showed synthetic tetrahydrocannabinol. That was the last event that we had at disposition, which was 15 months ago. And then this second amended was filed going on about a year now, and there's been no movement on any of the new second amended allegations. So what are we going to do? How much time does he have, by the way?
We gave him another 2 years because he had set for about 18 months on another allegation that was dismissed.
And Judge, the last time we were here, if I remember correctly from my notes on my computer, this was held in abeyance for us to see how he did for the next year or 6 months. Every 6 months we did, and that this was a review to see if I was going to dismiss the MTRP if he was doing well, because all those things have been dealt with in different ways, but not.
Since his unsuccessful discharge at JCDI, he has been reporting monthly. He's been clean and sober since I evaluated him since July 2021 of 2025 all the way through this month of March 23rd, 2026. He's been clean the whole time, or negative. He's working full time at I think William Brother Construction, and that seems like that'll be a pretty long time job because it's a Interstate 10 project, and he has, from what I see, surrounded himself with a bunch of positive mentors. One's in the audience right now. So,
what's restitution?
He's paid it off, sir.
That's been done?
Yes, sir.
What is it on the second amended motion to revoke unadjudicated probation that hadn't been accomplished? And there's 11 things here, but the JCDI, what's the status?
He was unsuccessfully discharged from JCDI on April 2nd of 2025. Since then, he's been coming to court, I think, 2 or 3 times, and.
Well, I'm not JCDI.
No, sir. He was just continued reporting to me monthly, and he was reporting, working.
Okay, what is it at JCDI that being accomplished?
Well, JCDI meets with an individual counselor, and he gets color coding, gets drug screened, and he goes to cognitive groups. He goes to all sorts of substance programs. And
Oh, that sounds great,
yes, sir.
but he failed.
Yes, sir.
So what's good for one is good for all. I mean, really. I mean, everybody's going to come in and say, I like the Khalil Robinson rule. I failed. Can I continue and get successfully discharged? What do we do about that? What do we say? I mean, we're a bunch of educated people here. Let's make a decision.
I did meet with Mr. Robinson. I actually had also contacted the department or the judge who was over the program that had made that decision because we wanted to see if they would reconsider getting back in. We tried several times and just didn't get a response. So at that point,
He failed that. So we just shrug that one off and just say, there's no sanction.
yes, sir. Well, I think the
I
main
mean, that's
basis.
an important condition. What do we do
Yes, sir.
for everybody else, for posterity?
Yes, sir. I think obviously the main basis of their program is to make sure that the probationers maintain a sober lifestyle. I believe that Mr. Robinson up until now has, since that has happened, has demonstrated that to the court to maintain a sober lifestyle.
You mean since the synthetic marijuana?
Yes, sir.
That kind of didn't. According to these allegations, that he's committed 6 crimes while on probation. According to the allegations. That just doesn't look good. And again, we're going to set an example. It's good for one, it's good for everybody else.
Let's set it for a hearing, Judge, and then we can
You gotta-
talk, see if we can work something out.
You have a pre-sentence report by any chance? What do you have? What do you have to say, sir, if anything? What would you like to say?
Sir, since my failure of the JCDI program, I was doing I think it was AA classes. That's the reason why I didn't get into the program.
Thank you.
But since they was telling me about the AA program I was trying to get to because I was working and I wasn't able to get to it, but I've been able to get to it and I have been doing the JCDI AA class for over 9 to 10 months now. And I have documentation on that. I have signatures. I've been going to the class 2 times a week.
What is that under the supervision of this officer?
Yes, sir. But it was after they already discontinued it from it. And I've been showing him every month the reports of me signing the paper, getting the paper signed, going to the classes.
But you're not supposed to be working under your own direction. You know, you're supposed to be supervised. I mean, you gotta complete the programs that we provide for you, not that you seek out and select to do on your own. You know, from probation, what do you say?
He was providing attendance for outside groups, but it wasn't through our department. It was the outside groups. It wasn't through the JCW.
Once again, that's not my supervision. You can do good things, but it doesn't mean anything. It's not within the confines of the probation order. It sounds helpful, but you got to act through supervision, not on your own supervision.
Yes, sir.
If the court will feel more comfortable holding it in advance just a little bit longer, and then we can see how he does, make sure that he's on the right track and stays on the right track.
What is it what are the requirements here that are necessary, you feel like he has to complete out of this?
If it does please the court, if it is held in advance, he can continue to report monthly to me. I will continue to UA him monthly.
What else? I mean, what are we accomplishing other than monthly meetings? I mean, other than a social atmosphere,
Well,
what is it that he's getting that he's achieving? Certification of something, completion of a program, what?
the judge, although he's not doing a program, this is the first time he's had this kind of job. I know I've been through this case for the whole 10 years, and this young man has had a roller coaster ride, but he has in the last few months, so last year actually, or longer, started getting it.
What does it take for the JCDI?
It's basically it's a year, a little over a year program. It consists of 3 cognitive behavior groups a week. 3
Okay. He was ordered to do that. He did not.
Yes, sir. No, sir, he did.
Okay, where is he in that?
He's still unsuccessfully discharged.
Well, I mean, what part is it?
He never got it. He was in the orientation process and he was discharged.
Okay, why don't we complete that?
Yes, sir.
I think that's the key to all of this is his drug problems. It's all the key to his mistakes.
Yes.
I think that has to be successfully done. What would he need to do?
I would need to get him back into the orientation with our officers, and then they would. He would still have to go through the orientation process before.
Well, we all know that's the key to his problems. Let's get that accomplished.
Do they have provisions where he can do it after work since he's working construction out there on the I-10?
It's difficult, but I can ask the officers.
Can I say something, Your Honor?
Yes, sure.
That was the only problem. I couldn't get to the AA classes. I got to the other meetings that was at the the thing, I got to the pisses. I did everything. I just couldn't get to the AA meetings, and I was finally getting to them, and they kicked me out of the program. And I tried to talk to the head man over it and let him know that, hey, I'm still doing it. I'm trying to get there. I'm working, and he never responded.
You told all of that to Mr. Barton?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna have to disagree with Mr. Robbins. Our program is a very awesome program, and that being said,
I don't interrupt you.
I've got the reports from the JCI program, and they that he wasn't attending the meetings, wasn't attending the group attendance, and there's a process to get into JCI. It's just not a given, and so they have to show they want it.
You gotta get that done.
So I have to show the AA meetings.
I trust him. Whatever he says you can do it. And let's do it. You achieve this, you graduate, and you move on with your life with me. Okay. So do I need to amend something or, I mean, there's an order here already.
Probably
To complete it. Can we just pick that up where it left off?
Yes, sir. It's still in place. It's a successful complete JCI.
All right. So let's review this in what, 3 months?
Yes.
Okay. Let's review it in 3 months. Okay. Thank you.